Today we're going to reimagine this cover from the New York Magazine using the color blending mode. To do that and create something that looks a little like this, we're going to need to open up the cover template. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is unlock this layer, and to do that we're going to double click on the background layer in the layers palette. Next step, we're going to want to make sure the magic wand is selected, making sure that contiguous is unchecked because we want to select all the black, even the black that's not checked. And when we do that and press delete, I can see that it's all gone. I'm going to press Control D to deselect, and now we can sort of jump in. So we extracted all of our bodies from poses that we took during our photography shoot earlier this week. What you're going to want to do is download some of those photos. You're going to open them up, and for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm simply going to drag in these photos from this example that I was already working on. So we've got a couple students, and this step should be pretty easy. So you're going to want to think about orientation of the people in your cover. You're going to want to experiment with the relationships and layers. So let's say hypothetically this is what we wanted. We thought something like that. Something like this looked good and optimal. What I'm going to do now is click on layer 0, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to double click and label it cover title, and I'm going to drag this layer to the very top. Next step, I'm going to create a new layer beneath the cover title and above all of our photos, and I'm going to select the gradient tool. We've got a number of gradient color options rather, including foreground to background, foreground to transparent, etc. What we're going to do is we're going to click on this sort of rainbow color, the spectrum in the lower left hand corner, and we've got a number of options, including linear gradient, which is the option we probably use most frequently. We're going to jump to the one in the middle, the angle gradient, and when I click and drag, so it looks a little something like that. Actually, I think my car alarm was going off outside. What I'm going to do now on this particular layer is click color, and all of a sudden this looks pretty nice. If you're unhappy with the colors and you want to change it, simply on this layer, and right now it's layer 5, click and drag, and you can see that where you release influences where the colors go. So if you start in the middle and you drag down, for instance, that's going to influence what the colors look like. So experiment with that. Finally, you're going to need to add some text, specifically titles of articles that are going to be included in your magazine.